I'm getting really concerned about Caleb Williams. We know that the Chicago Bears don't have a good track record when it comes to quarterbacks. Chicago is the place that quarterbacks actually go to die. And with what we're seeing out of Caleb Williams right now, it's just really disappointing because I don't believe that he was overhyped. I did believe that he was a generational talent. As long as he went to a good situation where he had a good offensive coordinator, and Shane Waldron was the OC the last couple of years in Seattle, mostly during the prime years of Russell Wilson. And his offenses mostly depended on Russ being Superman. They didn't really give him a lot of support. The rushing attacks in Seattle with Waldron calling the plays were never good. And Russell Wilson was doing everything. And you can see his offense looking the same way that it did in Seattle. You're not helping the quarterback. Caleb Williams is too young to be having to be Superman for this team. And I think that the main reason why they drafted Caleb Williams was because Ryan Poles, Matt Eberflus, they feel pressure on them because they know that if this season goes left, they're going to have to make some changes. Ryan Poles may have to fire Matt Eberflus. And Matt Eberflus, he might not be the only thing that ends up smoking out of this season. Maybe they end up firing Ryan Poles as well, and they just bring a new staff in there because Poles assembled a really good group of receivers around Caleb Williams, but he didn't do anything to address the offensive line that much. And the offensive line is a big reason why Caleb Williams can't get no protection in the pocket and why the run game can't get going. And you're not going to win a lot of games when your rookie quarterback has to throw 52 times. And I had one of my friends that texted me and said that I told you about Caleb Williams. He's trash. He's garbage. Like, dude, you got to understand that when you are a young quarterback and you enter a situation when you got a head coach on the hot seat, a dysfunctional organization, it's a tough situation for a guy like Caleb Williams that despite the talent and all the hype that he had coming in to thrive in, because basically Matt Eberflus is saying, hey, Caleb, I need you to save my job. I didn't like Justin Fields because I couldn't trust him in the fourth quarter. So I'm bringing you in because you're supposed to be an upgrade from what Justin Fields was. And so far, Justin Fields has looked like the better quarterback than Caleb Williams. And that's the big mistake that the Chicago Bears made when they made the choice to move on from Justin Fields to go to Caleb Williams, because this isn't the ideal situation for a rookie quarterback. When you got a head coach on the hot seat, that means that he's putting a lot of stock into this rookie quarterback working out and being able to save his job. And this is kind of the same mistake that they made when they drafted Justin Fields. Remember, when they took Justin Fields, Matt Nagy, his job security was in question. He was on the hot seat. And when you have a head coach on the hot seat drafting these young quarterbacks, it's more so out of desperation. Yeah, they want to develop this dude, but they need him to be good right now, and it put a lot of weight on his shoulders. And when you can't help your quarterback out by not giving him a run game, allowing him to get sacked 7 times like he did against the Houston Texans, you're ruining his confidence, you are holding back his development, and you're just setting yourself up to get fired. I don't even know if Matt Eberflus is going to last throughout this season. He could get fired as early as week 12, week 11 with how things are going. Yeah, the defense is playing at a high level, but when you have a rookie quarterback that's making rookie decisions, trying to do too much, the game just seems too fast for him. You got to be able to help him out, and the Chicago Bears can't do that, and they've had a history of being unable to develop young quarterbacks. Look how Justin Fields is winning games in Pittsburgh. He's taking care of the football. He's been dependable in the fourth quarter. He actually was really good in the fourth quarter and they'll win against the Los Angeles Chargers today. That was probably the best fourth quarter display that he had for the majority of his career. Normally, he's one of the worst fourth quarter quarterbacks in the NFL. If you got the game on the line and you need Justin Fields to win it for you in the fourth, he normally chokes. So I think that Justin Fields not working out in Chicago shows more about why Chicago is a quarterback graveyard because they just aren't a good situation for young quarterbacks to develop because they just have too much weight that gets put on them, and they do a poor job of building a team that can be a complementary football squad. All it is with Chicago right now is Caleb Williams sling the football all over the field and win us games, and that's a poor game plan to have with the rookie quarterback, and that's why Caleb is struggling. He's getting no support out there. You can be the greatest prospect in the world, but when you have so many expectations and you don't have a team that can give you some help, you got to do everything by yourself. Like, you're going to have games when it looks ugly like how it has these last couple of weeks. You know, you got to play complementary football. The reason why Jayden Daniels has been the best rookie quarterback up to this point is because Washington can run the football. Brian Robinson, he's been absolutely sensational this year. Bo Nix, he has struggled up until this game against the Buccaneers because the Broncos haven't been able to run the football. Same thing with all these other rookie quarterbacks that are out there, man. You got to run the football to help them out. And despite the talent that they have at wide receiver, their offensive line just isn't good enough. Football is still win and loss in the trenches. People keep saying how Caleb needs to get better in the pocket. How the hell is he supposed to get better in the pocket when he has no damn time to throw the football from within the pocket, man? The shit makes no damn sense to me. You gonna criticize his pocket presence, but he never really has a clean pocket to throw to the majority of times, man. Make it make sense. You know, Matt Eberflus is going to get fired, and you know who they're going to hire? The Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. And when he comes in there, he's going to build the offense around Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams is going to end up looking like the quarterback we are expecting him to be coming out of USC. But I'm not about to call him a bust. I already had a little bit of a bad feeling about Chicago coming into this year because it just seems like Matt Eberflus wanted this dude to save his job instead of being committed to his long-term development. Because if he was, he wouldn't continue to allow him to not have support. The main reason everybody was excited about this supporting cast was because it was going to make things easier for Caleb Williams. He was going to have a run game to lean on. He was going to have a decent offensive line to protect them, open up lanes in the run game, but he hasn't had anything. You want this dude to be Superman. He is the first pick, but it's like, Jesus, man. Come on. You got to support your young quarterback, man. You got to. And the Bears aren't doing it.